rent adjustment would be from July 1st of 2024 through June 30th of 2025. The landlord is seeking a 2.4% increase, which amounts to a $16.98 increase per month. We're requesting that the board review the petition and vote to pass this petition and approve the rent increase.
Thank you, Attorney Laverty. Before the board puts this to a vote or has discussion, are there any residents or other callers that want to be heard on this matter regarding Live Oaks? Seeing none, I'll put it to the board now. Is there a member of the board that would like to initiate a board vote to approve Live Oaks rent increase petition of 2.4% for July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025? Oh, sorry, I saw some of you. Some of the board members can unmute themselves at this moment to them.
I'll put forward a vote.
Is there a second? All right, Ms. Sina, I see you kind of take that as an affirmation, but you wanted to unmute yourself, Ms. Sina. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Good.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
So
you.
I'll second.
All right. Thank you. The board can engage in discussion they like, but I'll kind of just go down the preliminary list. As far as for the Live Oaks petition, Ms. Dennehy, how do you vote? So I think you're unmuted, but I don't know if we can hear you if you're speaking. Right, Cindy, I'll come back to you. I don't know if there's some might be. I don't know if you can hear if there's a technical issue, but we can't see or hear you. But you are in the call. But I'll come back. Ms. Ripley, how do you vote?
Affirmative.
Thank you. Ms. Rivera, how do you vote? I believe actually, I think she's on the call with Ms. Dennehy, so they might have the same issue. We'll come back. Ms. Sina, how do you vote?
Affirmative.
Thank you. Ms. Russell, how do you vote?
Affirmative.
And Ms. Joyce, how do you vote? Same thing. Miss Debbie. I don't know if you can hear it. You're unmuted, but I don't know if we can hear you. Oh, there we go. Yes, we can see you. All right. Yes. Yes. Thank you. You can text. Same thing for Miss Dennehy and Primavera. If your audio isn't connecting, you can also speak in the message board.
David, can you hear me?
Yes.
It's Patty Dennehy.
Hi, Patty. Yes, sorry. We can hear you now.
Perfect. How you doing? I have Carol Prevere with me.
Good. All right. All right. We think we can hear you now. All right. So I'll go back to the so regarding the Live Oaks petition, Patty, how do you vote?
In favor.
Thank you. Ms. Primavera.
In favor.
All right. Thank you all. Similarly, Hillcrest has also submitted a rent increase adjustment petition for July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025, seeking the same CPI of 2.4%. Attorney Laverty, are you here on behalf of Hillcrest as well?
Yes, I am.
All right. Have you like to be heard on this matter?
Just briefly. Good evening, Rent Control Board members. This is a petition for Hillcrest. It's a similar petition, a 2024 rent adjustment petition. to go into effect July 1st of 2024 through June 30th of 2025. Again, this petition meets all the requirements in accordance with the Rent Control Board rules and regulations as amended or revised back on May 13th of 2014, which allows a CPI increase. Hillcrest is seeking the same increase, 2.4%, which would amount to an increase of $17.91. And we're requesting that the board approve this rent adjustment petition.
Before the board renders a vote, are there any residents or other persons on the call that'd like to be heard on this matter?
Hi, this is Effie Lee, outreach worker at the Rockland Council on Aging. I apologize, I had a little trouble getting in. Could I just make a quick comment?
You may. Oh,
Sorry, and
I
I've
just-
joined before, but I'll join again with a similar comment. I continue to see a steady stream of seniors and Rockland residents coming into the Council on Aging who are struggling considerably with these rent increases. And while they sound minimal, when they all get added on together, plus all retroactive, it's creating a real financial burden on these folks and causing many to have to seek alternate housing, which in reality just doesn't exist. So we are creating quite a crisis, not intentionally, I know, by these places of residence, but just with the economic conditions, and then you add these housing challenges in. So I just wanted folks on the board to understand that I am seeing real evidence of folks struggling to make these rents each month. So we've seen an uptick in raft and other applications. We're doing the best we can to help folks keep a home so they don't wind up homeless. But it is a real problem that we're seeing grow considerably each day. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your comment, Ms. Lee. I'm just related to the board and other calls that, for the board's purview, as Attorney Laverty indicated, the petition does comply with the board's rules and regulations, and barring any comment of there being a pending housing court claim or Board of Health regulation or code violation, the board must approve a complying application. So on that note, regarding the Hillcrest increase for a seeking of a 2.4 rent increase application for July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025. Do I have a member of the board who'd like to put this before a vote? Ms. Russell was, I think, or Ms. Ripp, sorry. Do we have a second?
Second, David Pat Dennehy.
All right, thank you, Pat. And while we have you on the call, and how do you vote, Ms. Dennehy? Oh, Ms. I think you just muted, but I will.
Uh-oh. Affirmative.
All right, sorry. All right, so, Ms. Sina, we have affirmative. Ms. Dennehy, how do you vote regarding the Hillcrest petition?
In favor.
Thank you. And we also, Ms. Primavera.
In favor.
Thank you. Ms. Ripley?
Sympathetic with Miss Lee, but in favor.
Thank you. Ms. Russell?
In favor.
Thank you. Ms. Joyce? And I see it, she indicated the affirmative. Thank you. And then finally, there's two petitions for certificate of eviction from Hillcrest. I'll let Mr. Attorney Laverty speak on that in a moment, but again, to the board, this is not to evict the person per se. This is just to comply with the bylaw that there's been a communicated outstanding payment, and this permits just Hillcrest to then continue the process. So this is not a vote for eviction, but just merely to comply, that they've complied with the board's rules and regulations. So the first eviction petition that we use for the residents at 29 Crestview. Attorney Laverty, are you here to speak on that as well? Oh, Mark, you're muted.
Yes, I am. Good evening again. This is Mark Laverty. I'm one of the local attorneys for Hillcrest. So one of the certificates of eviction we have submitted is for 34 Crestview Street. The landlord served a 30-day notice to quit upon the resident. No payments have been made. There is currently still an outstanding balance on this account of $2,880.16. And we are requesting that the board issue a certificate of eviction so the landlord can continue forward with this process and file something in the Southeast Housing Court.
Are there any persons of the call that want to be heard or discuss the certificate of eviction for 29 Crestview? All right, see none. Do we have a member of the board that'd like to put the certificate of eviction petition before a vote?
Hi, David, it's Perry Dennehy. I say move forward the vote.
Do we have a second?
A second.
Thank you, Ms. Ripley. Going down the list again, regarding 29 Crestview, Ms. Denny, how do you vote?
In favor.
Thank you. Ms. Ripley?
In
In
favor.
favor.
Thank you. Well, that was, and Messina, how do you, Ms. Primavera?
Carol.
I believe,
In favor.
Russell, and then, Ms. Joyce, I think we have your text saying affirmative. This one is for 29 Crestview.
I did not vote.
29 or 34 Crestview, Mark?
So this one is actually 34 Crestview, 29 Crestview is the landlord's.
Yeah, no, I apologize. No, I'm looking at the note. It's 30, Attorney Laverty is correct. I apologize. It's 34 Crestview. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, and so Ms. Joyce, we have your vote in the affirmative. And then double checking, then the other petition is for 6 Alpine Street.
That is correct. So in that petition, the tenant brought the account current this morning. So we were going to withdraw the application for certificate of eviction because the account is now current.
Okay. So barring any other new business the board would like to discuss, and so Hillcrest is withdrawing that petition.
That is correct. Yes.
Requires no vote from the board. Barring any additional subject matter the board wish to discuss, that'd be allowed to conclude everything we have for today.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you for your time and involvement. Thank you.